I think that's good. That's good. Yeah. All right. All right. How you guys doing? Huh? Yes, good. Good. You guys just got here. And at home, you just turned your TV on. Oh, maybe you were watching some great sports that led into this, and you're thinking, maybe I should turn the channel. Give us a chance. We're the football of local late-night talk shows. Only because I'm concussed. Always. Hey, we have a great show for you guys tonight. We have David Wilson from the True False Film Festival here. Yeah. It's gonna be awesome. We also have the music of Canto 17. Guys, let me be honest, we also have a great title sponsor. There's a great brewery located on Commercial Street. Their name is White River Brewing Company, and we made a commercial for them. Check it out. Here at White River Brewing Company, we take our craft very seriously. From our brewmaster with over 35 years experience, to our state-of-the-art equipment, but most of all to the taste, which has to meet the highest standards before it leaves our doors and greets your palate. White River Brewing Company. Classy, sophisticated beer. We are also required to disclose that White River is also the name of an unsuccessful male stripper in Ohio. White River. There's trash all over my desk. Why? This is ridiculous.
Looks like somebody needs a cleaning crew, don't they?
Messy, messy.
Thanks, I've got it, though.
Will you look at that? The problem has escalated, it seems, yeah.
It appears as though a human hand of yours threw more trash out. But who are you? And I saw you make this mess.
I don't know what you think you saw, but I'm Jules, and this is my partner in crime, Francis.
So what, you just go around making messes everywhere?
Quite the opposite, actually. We're in the organized sanitation business, Mr. Mystery.
Organized sanitation.
For a small fee, we will polish out any rust stains you may have acquired in life.
Polish.
Francis, shut up.
Yeah, that's right. We put the sin in disinfectant.
Francis!
Okay, so organized sanitation is apparently racketeering, where you create a problem and then you have the solution and charge me for it?
Well, Houghton, our business has many services. We can, for example, take a cheating soap scum out of your life and kaboom, problem solved.
Bada bing, problem solved.
Cheating soap scum?
Yeah, you know, a real hard water stain, if you catch my drift.
Hard water stain.
Yeah, simply put, if you got a problem, we'll take out the trash. For a fee, of course, if you know what I mean.
Take out the trash.
Francis, ziplock your trap.
So wait a minute, I know enough to know, I've seen enough movies that take out the trash. I know what that means. You guys are gangsters, aren't you?
Yeah, wait, look, we don't use the G word around here.
That's right, Jeffrey. Our business is on the up and up.
Up and up, totally up and up.
You guys seem super shady to me.
Jeffrey, there's nothing shady about it. We're simply here to disinfect your dirt problem.
Yeah, you know, you got a mess you want to wash away? We'll tie concrete blocks to said mess's feet and throw them over the bridge.
Francis, shut up! You're saying too much.
I heard that you're not janitors at all. You're mafia.
whoa, boy, you've done it now. Calm down, man, calm down. Remember your blood pressure.
Listen here, pal. I don't know who you think you're messing with.
No, you snuck onto my show, made a mess, then tried to charge me to clean it up. And now you're threatening me?
If you know what's hey! If you know what's best for you, pal, I'd stop right there. I'd hate for something there. It's a beautiful desk you got there. I'd hate to have to sterilize it, if you know what I mean.
I hope it actually involves cleaning wipes.
It means we're gonna take a sledgehammer to your desk and
Francis, for the love of Ajax, shut your Muppet mouth.
I mean, he's clearly confused about the ins and outs of the organized sanitation business. I'm just trying
Francis, as Mr. Clean as my witness, I will bleach you.
This is insane. I can't believe it. I'm not even sure you're people. I think you're puppets. Have you guys been to prison?
Well, we have a streak-free shine, if that's what you're asking. So, what do you say, Houghton? Are you in or out?
I am out.
That is disappointing. I feel you should strongly reconsider.
Yeah, that's a lovely picture of your son on your desk there. It'd be a shame if something were to happen.
You're threatening my son?
No, the frame. It looks expensive. We're not monsters, you know.
Yeah, we're Muppets.
Francis!
All right, you know what? I'm not afraid of you. I'm pretty sure you don't even have legs. I'm going to clean up my own mess. This is fine.
All right, mystery, suit yourself. But if you ever need a little extra Clorox in your life, you know where to find us.
Yeah, we put the win in Windex.
Francis! Actually, that wasn't bad. Good job, pal.
There they are. We can't get real Muppets, so we have those guys. We'll be back with David Wilson from True False. Stay where you are. Tonight's guest is brought to you by A&B Cycle. Yeah, hey. Welcome back. Welcome back. I like that last commercial, but the one before it. Hey, we have a great guest tonight, and he is the co-creator of the documentary film festival held just up the road in Columbia called True False, and his name is called David Wilson. Give it up for David Wilson. Yes, sir. Have a seat.
Same thing, everybody, you know, you kind of get all. Yeah.
Yes, it's a chair you don't
lovely.
normally sit in. It's kind of high on the sides. You gotta situate yourself. You've done well though. That's a good posture.
Yeah, I feel solid.
You feel solid.
I'm grounded. I'm ready.
You look like the Maxell tape guy.
All right.
Yeah. It's perfect. So, David, I told you backstage that there are a few guests that I geek out about having on, and you may not feel like you're worthy of it, but I geek out about it. You feel worthy?
No, I don't. No,
Okay.
Of course, I don't feel worthy at all. Like, it's like Matt Groening should be here, and we should all be like, you know, really freaked out.
Yeah, the
but-
Simpsons guy. But I just love True False, and I happened upon it several years ago, and I try to tell everyone I know about it in Springfield, and then since I'm on TV, I thought I might as well tell people I don't know.
You know a lot of people. I mean, you reach all these people, and you're bringing them all to Columbia. Which
Yes.
is great. We're very excited about this.
Yes, I would like a cut of their weekend passes.
Okay, we'll talk. We'll talk backstage.
Okay,
We
okay.
can make this happen.
But for people that don't know, tell people about what True False is.
You know, we're a film festival. We show mostly nonfiction films, mostly documentaries. Sometimes I don't say documentary because documentaries are boring, right? And so we don't show boring films. We show fun, we show exciting films, but we try to build out the weekend as a whole thing. So as you know, there's music, there's live music before every screening. We get these bands to come in and play, which I have to say, it's a really weird thing for bands. It took us a while to figure this out because, you know, to tell a band, get on stage and the room will be empty, and start playing, and then as the room fills up, as soon as it's full, we're gonna pull you off stage.
Right, they love it.
It takes a while, but some bands, it's great, and we found these wonderful bands, they play before the screenings, And then we have parties, we have parades, we do a game show, a documentary-themed game show. So yeah.
Gosh, you know it'd be good to be like a late-night talk show.
Wow. If only we knew somebody in the state of Missouri who
Yeah,
could do a
just
late-night talk
it has to be
show.
within the state.
Well, yeah, if you think of anybody, let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know. There's a great guy in Jeff City. But I think like, I wouldn't say half of what I like about it, but a good portion of what I like about it is just the atmosphere of it that you guys create. Of you stand in line and you talk to people about the films you've seen. And I feel like when I try to explain it to people, I say, it's a documentary film festival, but it's really cool.
That's what we're going for. That's
Yeah.
it. You've nailed it.
You gotta have the but in there.
Yeah.
Like most things.
That's what. So the other thing I didn't mention, which is that I think is really important, we bring in every filmmaker. So every film has a filmmaker. Sometimes it's the subject, sometimes it's the producer, usually it's the director. And that's a whole nother flavor, right? Because especially when you watch a good documentary, then you're like, well, what else happened? You know, tell us the rest of the story. And to be able to like
Right.
watch that film and then have someone come out on stage and be like, well, let me tell you where they are now.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yeah, yeah. What would you say is your favorite part? I know you started it years ago, and then it grew from this small thing into like, is it safe to say it's one of the best in the world? I tell people that.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, you can say that.
Okay. Say it all you want.
Yeah, who's going to argue with you? No, we have an international reputation now. We have filmmakers who come from all over the world.
And they've heard of it, and they've already heard of it.
And they've heard of it. It used to be like the first year I would go like to Sundance, right? And I'd see a movie, and I'd go up to the director afterwards and sort of like, you know, hey, I do this festival. It's in Missouri, and they'd be like, where? And then, you know, and they'd say where again like 5 more times.
Yeah.
But
And
now,
then they say, oh, Missouri.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
Springfield. I don't know. There's a line, right?
Yeah,
Like
I know.
sort of.
So you say Missouri. You're a
I
native?
say Missouri. I'm a native.
Yeah.
You know, my mom says Missouri. My dad says Missouri. A lot of family fights. It was.
It's an A, it's an A.
But now the directors, they've usually heard of it, and,
Yeah.
and they want to come. It makes it easier. It's
And
nice.
at this point, like, we have fun. When my wife and I go, we see the films and keep track of them, and then look to see what's nominated for Oscars. And quite often, it's quite a few that played a True False.
One of the coolest things last year, I have to say, this really got me, was so last year, Malik Banjaloo, who made Searching for Sugar Man,
Oh, my favorite, maybe of all time.
fantastic film. David France, who made How to Survive a Plague, and Kirby Dick, who made Invisible War. All 3 nominated for an Oscars. Malik won for Searching for Sugar Man. The week after the Oscars, all 3 came to True False just to hang out. Like, we weren't showing their movie. Like, we had shown it the year before. They all just came to, like, hang out, unwind, relax.
No way.
You know, David and Kirby cried a little bit. Malik was really happy. But, you know, like, they all, they had a good time. And that's really cool. That's what we want to be. We want to be the place where the documentary world, where our local community, where folks from Springfield, everyone comes together and watches these movies and loves them. And we, you know, business isn't done. It's not like a big industry festival. It's just fun.
Yeah, it's just neat to go and experience it. I imagine people ask you this, do you have a favorite documentary you've seen?
You know, I have a lot. And
Yeah.
in my heart, there's a film, the very first film we ever showed at True False. So it's a very, you know, personal film that way. It's a film called Touching the Void. Kevin MacDonald made it. He went on and made a film called Last King of Scotland. But Touching the Void is this amazing mountain climbing story. And the thing I love about it is, it's the story of survival. I'd actually read the book it was based on. You're watching the movie, and you think like, okay, this is where he dies. Like, you're like, absolutely here, this guy is gonna die. There's no way he can survive that. And then the guy comes on and he's being interviewed. And you're like, oh, okay, he's being interviewed. And then 5 minutes later, it's like, oh yeah, he dies. There's no way he lives. There's no way he survives this.
Yeah.
Like, so you're seeing the guy, like he's around, he's still around. You know he survived, and still,
You still don't believe
you can't
it.
believe it.
Yeah, that's really neat. What would you? Oh, I know. I thought of something.
I can ask you questions if you want.
I'm real good at this. But what I think is neat is you have a film that you've worked on recently, a filmmaker yourself, and what's the subject of it?
Branson, Missouri.
Branson. Yeah.
Maybe the weirdest town in all of America.
The weirdest town in all America, yes. This
Yeah.
is broadcast there, so, but yeah.
Hi, Branson.
Hi, Branson.
I love Branson. I could talk at length about this movie, but it's called We Always Lie to Strangers. I made it with my directing partner, AJ Schnock. We spent 5 years in Branson hanging out. just talking to people, getting to know people. Honestly, the first year of footage, we basically threw out. Because, that's when you're like a camera crew and you're in from wherever. And, Branson has a face. Branson has a face for the world.
Right.
But we put in some time, and we think we kind of got past that face.
Oh, neat.
And it's, I think it's not like a tack job on Branson. Like,
Yeah.
It's not, it's a really honest portrait.
But it's Branson that you don't see on the billboards and
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of behind the billboards.
behind the billboard.
Behind the music. We should,
Behind the music, Branson.
yeah.
Yeah.
I should have used that title. Gosh.
You can still change it, right?
Yeah, we can change it. It's
And
fine.
it's going to screen here in Springfield.
It is. In the spring, in early March, we're going to do a theatrical release, and we're going to start showing the film, and we're going to come right here to the Moxie.
Yeah, the Moxie. We
Big
love
fans
it.
of the Moxie. And I brought you. I brought a thing. This is where, right, we hold it up or something. Right? I brought a thing. This is a 10-year book we did. It has a ridiculously long title. It's called "Rarely Has Reality Needed So Much to Be Reimagined: A Mostly True History of the True False Film Fest."
I love it.
We brought that for you.
That's great. It's
got-
like a documentary for your eyes.
Yeah, it's got the whole history. It's got photos. You can learn in there that our fest was almost called Doc Goose. Maybe the worst name for a fest ever. How bad would that have been? It would have been so bad.
No one would have taken
Yeah.
that seriously.
So we
Yeah.
reveal all our dirty secrets there.
So we've talked it up. When is it this year?
February 27th to March 2nd in Columbia. Passes are on sale. We announced the movies in early February. We'll have about 35 to 40 features, a bunch of short films. You won't have heard of any of them. You won't know any of the directors, but we promise they're really good. So people come, and we get about 900 submissions every year.
Yeah.
So we're culling. We're picking the
Lots
good
of
stuff.
culling. Yeah. Well, I'm going to be there,
Excellent.
and we'll give each other a high five when we
Yeah.
see each other. Can we do it?
We'll have a parade.
Yeah.
In the parade. I'll see you in the parade, and we'll jump and do the high five in the parade.
And we'll stop in midair.
Yeah, we'll freeze frame.
Yeah. That's David Wilson.
Thanks, everybody.
We'll be back with Canto 17. Tonight's musical guest is brought to you by Traders Printing and Design. Yes! Yes! Hey! Welcome back, everybody. We are just going to move straight to our musical guests because they are so great. So if you could, please give it up for Canto 17.
I see those days don't mean nowhere to I would be not even up to turn around and leave. Yeah. Yes, it got deep to my soul. This feeling's out of my control. I know this feeling mutual. You make me high, so high. Is it all in my mind now? Man, your picture's good as this. Reality can be remixed. I live forever in your kiss. And when you're giving up, I'll pick up what you're giving up. Return the same to you 10 times. And when I let you down, your feet will never touch the ground. Cloud nine is where we reside. Till the morning light. I seen you whisper to your friend is trying to pretend that the cat and mouse game begins. After the gig approached me, she said, I like the way you sing, I kind of find it flattering, 'cause she's so fly, so fine. What's the motive in her mind? Might be created in my head, might be too much of what you said. We might just wind up in my bed. That's what she said. And when you're giving up, I'll pick up what you're giving up. Return the same to you 10 times. the morning light. Lay me down. Woo!
Good job. Good job. Nice dancing. Nice dancing. The most seated band I've ever seen. Everyone's sitting down. Thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you guys for watching at home. Thanks for dancing. Thanks for that. That's our show. I want you guys to know that 10% of our box office proceeds tonight go to a great organization called Donate Life. If you're not an organ donor, you should be one, and we're donating that money in memory of a great Mystery Hour fan and friend named Rick Parks. That's all we got, guys. We'll be back next week.